Hello dear students, can you see some icons on the screen? Can you guess which icons are they? Yes, these are musical icons and these are correct video icons. So this is for musical note, this is some Casio icon, this is earphone, this person is, we will say, singing something, this is CD, and so on and so forth. So these are the icons related to audio and video. Yes, we are going to learn how to insert audio and video on a web page. Now you may think that what is the need of audio and video? Just to make your website attractive, or when user opens your website or visit your website, you can play some beautiful music while entry level, or when the website gets opened, some music is being played on your website. So all these are the things which attracts the user to visit your website again and again. And video, you can insert video to give some information or some more information by the reference of video. It is easy and it is unique way that you can style your website. So we will see how to insert audio and video on a web page. Let's see first, that is how to insert audio on a web page. We will understand some theory part. Audio tag is used to embed sound in a document. Which type of sound? It may be music or any audio track. It contains one very important tag, that is source tag, and the source tag will allow the browser to play a particular audio. These are some formats of audio: MP3, WAV and OGG. This is new format, OGG. So we will learn how to insert audio on a web page by looking at the syntax. This is a syntax for adding audio controls. Now what this attribute is actually means, we will see in our next slide. Then as defined, this is source tag. There are two different files. Why? Because it may happen that some browsers support this OGG type and some browser won't support this OGG type. So the same audio file is included by using different extensions. Means for this ringtone, the extension is different, that is file format is different, OGG, and for another same file but with another extension, that is MP3. So the browser will decide which file type is being supported and the file will get played accordingly. Let's see some attributes of audio tag. First is SRC, that is the basic attribute. To insert audio, you have to give value as name of the audio file. Here is example given, that is audio SRC is equal to music.mp3. Then controls, that specifies the audio control should be displayed, like play, pause, stop buttons. And the controls is attribute without any value. So it is called as key attribute, where there is no any value. The word control is only represent attribute as well as value. Then third is loop, that is to play the file continuously till the web page is open. If you give here loop as an attribute, again this is also a single attribute without any value, that is key attribute. So if you give here loop, then the audio file, that this song.mp3 file will play continuously. If it ends, then again it will restart and it will play continuously till that web page is open. Then next is autoplay. Autoplay is equal to autoplay is the syntax. The browser supports this tag only Firefox. No other browser supports this tag. What this tag is actually means that whenever the web page is open, the audio file starts playing automatically. That means you are not supposed to click on this play button and the audio file will be started automatically. So this autoplay is equal to autoplay will play the file automatically, but the autoplay attribute is supported by only Firefox. If you try to use this attribute with Chrome or Internet Explorer, then it will not work. And last is muted. The audio is at mute position. You can see here there is cross sign on this sound symbol. If I give muted as an attribute, then whenever the web page is open, audio file is at mute mode, and if the user want to listen, then he or she will click on this play button. So these are the attributes without value: control, loop and muted, and src is having value as the file name, and autoplay is having value as autoplay. We will see some attributes of source tag. There are two important attributes. One is src and another is type. Src attribute works like source file. We are going to define file name over here as a value. Type attribute can be used to give which type of file it is. Here the file is audio type file. So here type is equal to audio is given, and /OGG, that is the extension of this tune audio track. To insert audio, I will search audio file on internet. You have to type as royalty free music. As a copyright thing, we are going to download music which is freely available on internet, that is royalty free music. This is one website, bensound.com, where all the royalty free music audios are available. You can play the audio and you can select the audio. These are 2 minutes, 2.3 minutes audios. If you want a short audio or a small audio, then you have to search again. So I search for ringtones. For example, iPhone ringtone. Now see here, this is just 26-second audio. I will play it. Now I will download this and see the file is downloaded here. The file which I have downloaded right now is stored in my download folders. I will copy this file and I will make one new folder in my E drive with name as audio files or audio, and I will save this file here. I will rename this file because this is very lengthy name. I will make it shorten as iPhone. So this is my audio file which is of MP3 type, which is of 209 KB size and which is having duration of just 26 seconds. So we will insert this file on the web page. Here I have one basic structure of HTML program. I will add audio tag with source tag. First we will add audio tag, that is audio tag open and audio tag close. We will add the attributes which we have learned one by one. First we will add src as an attribute. Now the file which we have saved, that is iphone.mp3, I will add that file here and I will save this file. Save. Now see, I am saving this file in the same folder where I have saved that iPhone file. Save. Let's quickly run the file. Now there is no output because I have not added important attribute, that is controls. So I will go to the program again and I will add controls so that the control bar will appear. I will refresh this. Now see, the control bar appear and the audio file also there. It is perfectly working. So the controls attribute is very important and essential, otherwise you will not come across that control bar. I will add another attribute, muted, and I will save the file. Let's see the output. I will refresh this. Now here you can see in the control bar the sound is muted, so I will have to play it and I will have to unmute this. Okay, one more attribute, that is autoplay. Autoplay is equal to value as autoplay. Now I am expecting the browser to play the file automatically as and when I open the file or I open the browser. I will refresh this, but it's not working, maybe because of muted. I will remove the muted attribute. Save. Let's check it again. No, still it is not working. As I told you earlier that the autoplay attribute is supported by only Mozilla Firefox and none other browser. So what I will do is I will open this file using Mozilla Firefox. Open with Firefox. Some notification is there. Still it is not working because my browser has locked it. So I will have to unlock this. Allow. And I will refresh this. You can see as and when the web page is open, the file gets played. I will show you again. Have you noticed the difference? When I open the same file in Mozilla Firefox browser, the file is being played automatically, and when I open the same file using Chrome browser, Google Chrome browser, it is not being played automatically. I have to click on this play button and then the file is playing. So this is also called as cross-browser testing. Some tags or some attributes support a particular browser and some may not support particular browser. Here autoplay attribute with autoplay value is being supported by Mozilla Firefox and it is not being supported by Google Chrome. Last attribute which is remaining, that is loop attribute. Now let's see how this loop attribute works. The loop attribute plays the audio file continuously till the web page is open. Now I will show you how it works. I have downloaded one more file. The name of the file is tune and the file type is MP3. Length of the file is only 5 seconds. Here the iPhone file is there. Length of the file is 26 seconds. So I have downloaded another file which is having length of just 5 seconds to show you how this loop attribute actually works. Now let's make changes in our program. I will change this name to tune.mp3 and I will add the loop attribute here. I will save it and I will open the file in Google Chrome. Here you can see the file is there. Now you can see that the file has been played continuously. I have muted this, but still the file is being played by the browser. See, after 5 seconds the file is automatically restarted and it is being played as and when it gets finished. The file is being played continuously even though we have not set any value to it. Until and unless I will close this web page, the file will continuously played. We have seen how to add audio track using this audio tag. Now we will see what is the purpose of this source tag or how this works. For this we will go to the example. Here I have two files called as tune. Both are having same track, but one file is with mp3 as an extension and another file is having OGG as an extension. I will add first this OGG file and I will save this and I will open this in the browser Google Chrome. See, this file is working here perfectly. See, this file is working here perfectly. It is being played correctly. Now I will run the same file using another browser, that is Mozilla Firefox. Let's see. Yes, here also it is working perfectly. Now I will open this file in Internet Explorer browser. See, here error is there, that is invalid source. This clearly indicates that the file format which we have selected, OGG, is not supported by Internet Explorer. That is why the same file is being played perfectly in Mozilla Firefox. It is played perfectly in Google Chrome, but while opening the file in Internet Explorer, it is showing me invalid source. So the solution for this, we are going to use a tag which is called as source tag. We have to give two types of source tags. Here I am giving first as type is equal to audio and it is OGG format. I will add another source file is equal to, see, the track which I am going to play is same, but just the extensions are different. So it is possible for me to add these two files and the browser will choose whichever file is being supported by the browser. We have seen that OGG format is not supported by Internet Explorer. I have added the file called as tune with OGG extension and the file with mp3 extension. Now let's save this and I will play the same file again using, again I will open this in Internet Explorer. Have you seen? Now the file is being played perfectly. The Internet Explorer browser supports mp3 format only and it won't support this OGG format. So have you understood the use of this source? With the help of source tag, I can add these two files having same track but with different extensions. I can also add this using audio tag, but for giving extra file so that the browser will pick up whichever format it is being supported, that is why I have used here source tag. We have seen how to insert audio on a web page. Now in next video, we will see how to insert video file on a web page. So stay tuned and do watch the next video. Thank you so much.